Hello everyone. We'll be going over BookAPI JS today and how to use it. Um, so we get we get four functions we can use: get, get all, update, and search. So when you first start out the project, this is not connected to it. So basically, you just get a skeleton. So over here is the client side, which is your app. Um, you have no books on your shelf except the pre-generated ones um, in the app.js. So all the information lies on the server. So you have to use book.js to get information from the server and to update it. And token is right here, generate a unique token for storing your bookshelf data on the backend server. So it just generates a random string, stores it in local storage, and then in authorization, it uses your token. So the server knows what information to send back to you based on the token. Okay, so get basically just gets information about a single book. It just returns one book. Get all returns all the books that you have on all bookshelves. Update will update a single book and its shelf. So if you want to move a book to a new shelf, you call update. And it also returns some information. Search, it just basically searches for books using the parameter query, which posts to this endpoint and returns books. So we can come to Postman, which is, I really don't know what you would call this program, an API helper, builder, tester, something along those lines. But okay, in this project, I only used 3 of the 4 provided functions. I used get all, update, and search. So when you first connect the BookAPI JS to your project, remember you get a generated token. So I just set that to anything in the headers. So when you request it, it's a GET request. What you get is books, a book object, or a book array of objects. And you get title, authors, some more information. But down here, we get shelf. So this book is on shelf currently reading. And here starts another book. We can come down here, and this one is want to read, and the associated ID. So basically that's what get does. So the function get all gets all the books right there. Now update, what update does is, like I said, it moves a book. So we can come back to update. So update book, which is the whole book object, just not its ID or anything. Right here we access the ID. So what the request looks like in here looks like this. So we got our backend API, books, and the book ID. Then we can come over here and shelf, which is right here. And we posting it or putting it the shelf. And once you put it, it returns an object. It returns currently reading, want to read, and read. These, okay, we'll go ahead and do something. So look at the ID. Then it's down here in read. So we can change it to want to read. We go ahead and make the request. and now you can see it and want to read. So when you want to update your books on the client side, after moving it, you could just basically check if it is moved to the new shelf that you put it on. So if it's not in here, or we moved it to, then don't update it on the client side. If it did move it to the new shelf, then you can update it on the client side. Just don't update it without checking the request to see if it actually did update. Let's see, search. So we can come over here to search, and search, and all this is a post request. It takes one. Can't think of the name right now. Form data, I guess you want to call it a key and a value. The key is query. The values we're searching for React. So all these books will contain either an author or a title from React, based on React on the query. So this one is title. It is called Pro React, and it's not case sensitive, as you could see. This one is React Essentials, another React, but sometimes you will actually get authors based on the query. So, and when you search on your search page, you also need to check if you already have the book, because once you search, do a search request, it doesn't return a shelf. As you can see, there's no shelf, unlike Get All, where we get a shelf. We have this book, so we know it's on this shelf. Search is like the bookstore. You know, you don't have it on your shelf, but you're about to buy it, and you're gonna put it on your own shelf. So the library don't know what shelf you're gonna put it on because you haven't bought it. So I guess that's an okay example. So yeah. So you get all post request with our token. The books lie on the server. Then after it's done, it returns all the books, and we can populate our shelves on the client side with the books. Update, we're going to send the book and the shelf, the whole book object, not just the ID. We're sending the red book from want to read, and then it'll send back that it did update, and it'll send that object, which we need to move this book down to this bookshelf. And search, we send a query to the server. It has lots of books to look through, and it returns the matching books based on title or authors. And then on the client side, these two books we already have, so we need to mark the shelf that it is currently on, so we don't add it to the same shelf. You know, we want to either add it to a new shelf on the search page if it shows up from the return results. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thank you.